What's good, guys? Saints Venny here, bringing you something different. Today we're going to be kickstarting the Saints Foundation FIFA tournaments for you guys. This is going to give people between the 8 to 19 years old an opportunity to play me in some FIFA tournaments and also get to play against each other, whilst obviously things are a little bit more complicated in the real life right now. Saints Foundation already have a campaign which is called Saints Kicks, and they basically allow kids between them ages to play football for free at sites across Southampton in a safe, inclusive environment, which is a great way, obviously, for young players to connect and just enjoy their football with their friends. This is why we've started this FIFA sort of side to it, obviously, due to what's going on in the world. It's a little bit more complicated than just being able to go out and play some football. So we're trying to bring everyone together like how we was with the football side to the FIFA side, and just maybe gaming in general, maybe give people an insight to things what they never knew what there was before. But as I said, this is for people between 18 and 19 years old. If you want to sign up for this, head over to the Saints Foundation's Twitter and Facebook page, which is at SFC_foundations, and that will give you guys, the opportunity to come play against me, play against other people online who are also Southampton fans or around Southampton in general. But yes, let's get into it and see how we can get on. We are playing the 85 rated mode. He's decided to be Southampton. He's decided to be Derby, and I've been Southampton. We're always going to be Southampton at the end of the day, and he's decided to go Derby, where everyone is rated 85. So we might be seeing that old school Wayne Rooney masterclass, because he's obviously got the upgrade in the ratings as such. But yeah, let's get into the game. This guy is called Rory, who is also doing the Saints kick stuff in football, and he's obviously crossed over to the FIFA side as well. Just having a little look as well on his gaming stuff as well on his account, and he enjoys playing video games too, so this is obviously a nice crossover for him to be able to play a pro player, but also have some fun with it too. As we see, though, he's playing Derby. He's quite a defensive player straight off the bat, as we can see. It's like we're playing Derby in real life, parking the bus, I think, was the motto we like to call this. And he's obviously done his research, what I don't like playing against. But let's go. Let's see if we can get Ings into a goal, left foot, straight in, 1-0. And I say to people, anyone who comes into my stream or asks me about FIFA tips, I say play your game style. Just because you're playing me or you're playing somebody better, don't change your play style. You practice playing like that aggressive style, or that, effective way to you. Don't try and change it up because you're playing somebody better, because what will happen most of the time, if they are better at the game, they will be able to make a lot more chances. But let's see what he's like on the ball. I'm not really too much detail about the lad, but from the start I can tell he plays a bit of FIFA due to how he set up his team. But he's got a bit of he's doing a bit of slow build up himself, and as I say, we're going just because he has people behind the ball, we're going to join him sort of on that side too. But just giving some tips here as well. We are doing a FIFA Masterclass series, which is basically giving you guys tips throughout the the quarantine sort of season, what we're basically in, and giving you guys tips, advice on how to score, how to play FIFA at a top level. And that is over on the Southampton socials, which we are currently in the works of doing. So, for example, I'm going to give you the straight away thing, what I've noted with this lad. He holds A, which is X on PlayStation as well, when he's defending. And what this does is called contain. To be honest with you, with this year, you don't really want to be running around containing. It brings you closer to the ball, but all you want to be doing is using the left analog stick and sprint, and then using L2 to jockey to slow it down, and actually reading passes that way. When you press X, your players sometimes are a little bit slower and not able to actually react the way you want to. And that's obviously how sometimes against the better players they will be explosive against you. Because as I say, I can see this guy's holding A, because we're playing on X, as I mentioned, X on PlayStation. And I'm basically able to do an explosive skill move, which at the moment is doing the step overs or a fake shot boost. And that will push me away from him. As you see, once again, if you watch, it's a little bit slower. I do an explosive skill move, I can probably get away. If not, we can always rotate the ball, and that is really how we can basically play this game against people who hold contain. I know a lot of people complain about playing people who use contain because it is quite frustrating if somebody's actually pretty decent at it. But as I say, it's not the way forward in my opinion. All you want to do is use the sprint and the L2 and just jockey around the pitch and actually cut the passing lanes manually, because then you have full control of the game and what your players are actually doing. But yeah, this guy's good. I can, I don't know, as I said, I don't really know how old he is. We've got a bit of a connection issue here. He's still alive. What we'll do, we'll give him the ball back though because of the connection sort of dropping. Yeah, as I said, I'm not too sure how old this guy, but he's got very good patience in attack. The way he builds up, nice bit of skill moves, passing the ball around quite nicely, good skill moves as well. So he obviously, as I said, from the start, I could tell, he plays a bit of FIFA, he sort of knows what's overpowered and what's not. But yeah, he's definitely coming into the game. I definitely see his stronger side being his attack than his defense. As I said, I think the key thing is him pressing A, which is the contain button, which is obviously making it a little bit more difficult against somebody more so my level. It would always be difficult no matter what. Not to sound too big-headed, but of course, I'm very experienced within playing FIFA, so. But as obviously, 2-0. He's holding his own. And I say in attack, he's doing alright. Maybe a few passes here and there. He's rushing, but as I said, we're playing the 85 rated mode. Maybe he's a bit of a skiller, and with the 85 rated mode, you can only go up to 3-star skill moves. So that's obviously going to cause some difficulty for him if he does obviously do the first time scoops and Elasticos, which will also be in the masterclass. As I said, masterclass sort of series is basically me giving you guys tips on how to improve at FIFA. What's the most effective things to use? What's the most, formations, play styles, how to improve. Going through all the other details like that. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Danny Ings into Ward-Prowse. And as I said, I think this guy is just basically playing a little bit too defensive. Maybe he plays like this all the time, but I would highly doubt it if he plays this way. He will probably struggle just because, as you see on the counter-attack, yes, he can defend my attack. That's not a problem. But on the counter-attack, he's basically isolated. As soon as he gets it out, he's got 2 people, and I've still got my whole back line there, waiting for him to basically attack me. And what he has to do is turn backwards, and rotate the ball. But it's obviously easier said than done at times. But as you see, when I get the ball, our players ready for the counter attack and just ready to explode. And that's why sometimes it's not the best to just play defensive. You do need to at times play your way, as I've probably said a few times in this. But yeah, of course, I'll say it once again, this is the Southampton Kicks Foundation, Saints Kicks, this is the Saints Kicks tournament stuff regarding FIFA. There's weekly tournaments for you guys to jump in. As always, you guys are not going to be always playing me. So even though when we do play, as you see in this game, obviously he's probably at a disadvantage straight off going in the way, but you're most likely going to be playing people the same age as you, or around the same age, but also probably the same skill level as you. But then of course you might get the opportunity to play me. Yeah, very simple. As I said, that's all over on the SFC_Foundation on Twitter and Facebook. Sign up there. As I said, you guys can sign up for that. And if you play in the FIFA tournaments, you have an opportunity to win prizes. Obviously, play me, or at this point, we just gotta have a bit of fun with it, and try and enjoy ourselves in a situation where it's a little bit difficult for, I think, everyone. Not having the football there, just to be able to play it, to watch it. It's a bit different, it's a completely different scenario what we've not lived in before. So yeah, hopefully everyone's keeping to the guidelines what's been set out by the government, staying safe, and together as a collective we can all battle through this and get back to normality, watch football again with the boys, play football, whatever it is, score goals, concede goals, it don't matter. We need them emotions again, going through it, the ups and downs. I think, of course, right now, it's quite a monotone sort of feeling. We're not getting them highs and the lows because we're not being able to get our competitive nature out. But as I said, this guy, for somebody who I've never played for and I don't really know his level of FIFA, he's decent. Like, of course, the scoreline is going to be in my favour, but he knows what he's doing, the way he's building up. He's very patient with it. Maybe if he learns a few more like skill moves, like I was saying, like the drag backs and stuff, which are super effective in this game, he could be really effective in the attack. Because as I said, in attack, that's probably his strongest point. And I think he just needs to learn maybe a couple of skill moves, how to, you know, tell in a situation. But as you see there, he was basically just holding A. As you see here, he's holding A and he's not able to actually get to me. And that's what happens when you hold A. It's a contain button, which is basically like a jockey, but you're not actually able to press onto it unless you let go. And as you see here, for me, I'm just more so just running at the ball and actually pressing tackle and win the ball that way, which is a lot more effective than, you know, hold and contain. But yeah, let's see how it goes for the rest of the game, and hopefully he might score himself a goal. I am still waiting for that Wayne Rooney masterclass though in that midfield for sure, you know. Here we go. This is it. This is what I wanted to see. You know, that fast build up there, he picked up the pace, you know, he actually plays very similar in the way I do. Like, it's quite a slowish sort of from defense to your midfield, and then once he's got it in his attack, he tries to like ping pong it, sort of tiki-taka around the edge and create a chance that way. I think if he adds in like a few, as I said, the few skill moves, he could do some. He could be a decent little FIFA player. We might have on our hands here. Might be taking my job from me, you know. But we got to do some subs, you know, in the game. You know, we've got to bring on a certain someone to run that cam role for us. If you watch the Saints games on the weekends, the match days, what I am a part of, we are, you know, we're playing whatever the fixtures would be in real life against other Premier League players who are representing them. So, for example, we played Battle Cat, who was representing Everton, hashtag Tommy was representing Watford, and so on. You know, there's been a list of players who we've actually played, a lot of top players as well. You know, and that's what the sort of we're remaking for you guys for a bit of entertainment. Going to bring Che and Armstrong on though into the more attacking side. Armstrong just behind the striker and Adams on the left. See if they can get themselves onto the score sheet and see what they've got in their locker. You know, hopefully they've got a little bit about them. Armstrong, as I said, if you've been watching the stuff on the weekends, Armstrong's the impact sub of all impact subs. Against Man City, came on, scored a double, and changed the game. You know, made us win 2-0. And I always go on about his hair because the one time I did meet Armstrong, he was talking about his hairstyle, basically, if it looks good in game and if it looks good in real life. And same with Ingsy, they're both going at it. So yeah, that's why I'm always going on about the hairstyle to it. But as you see, it's very wing effective with how I'm playing. I'm using the space on the pitch. You know, I'm realising what's he leaving open. As you see, this is how much space I've got on the wing, so I'm going to be doing my build up there. He's very compact through the middle, which is leaving it a little bit more difficult for me to actually get through. So that's why I'm starting wide, then coming in, rather than going middle, then wide, because I'll be getting outnumbered, you know, through the middle. So very simple. So I'd say FIFA is very simple once you understand it, but it's just getting that understanding into your head with how it all works. But yeah, another corner. KWP coming short. He's a bit of a FIFA player as well, by the way. I've seen him play pro clubs with Dominic Solanke, and I went into his stream and he had a naughty little finish into the near post, like near post OP. You guys, as I said, like in the masterclass, there'll be a lot of more stuff with what's actually effective, especially with the finishing side to it. And I can tell you now, KWP does not need the finishing tutorial when it comes to FIFA gameplay. Maybe in real life he might need it, but I doubt he's going to be getting himself on the score sheet from right back too often. But as I say, this guy, I'm not sure. Obviously, I don't know. I've never played him before, so I don't know if he always plays fairly defensive, sort of in the formation sort of style. But maybe he doesn't even know that you can change the custom tactics to like benefit you and play to your style a little bit more, which we of course will be doing. Because maybe Derby stuff is already like dropped back and everyone come back behind the ball, which is a very strong possibility for like the Championship teams to actually have. But as you see, the game sort of slowly wrapping itself up. Sort of did the damage in the first half against Rory here. But yeah, fun game for sure, very fun. I hope he's enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it. I've been sat here rambling on, you know, trying to get you guys involved into these type of stuff. As I said, there's weekly prizes to be won, and it's also a bit of laugh, you know, have some fun in these times where we can't actually play football. I'm sure a lot of you've got a bit of FIFA ability what you want to show myself and maybe the boys at Southampton, you know. I'm coming for the Venny's job, you know, at the end of the day. That could be, you never know, we might be finding through this, we might find the next Southampton esports player who we don't know, obviously. But yeah, as I said, sign up, enjoy it, have some fun, but most importantly, with everything right now what's going on, can we all stay safe? If you are going out, please social distance from others, and also, you know, if you do feel a little bit ill, self-isolate. Don't put yourself at risk. Don't put the people around you who you love and care about at risk. And, you know, most importantly, just stay safe. You know, the guidelines are there to help us do improve the system we're in. But yeah, that is it from us. You know, 5-0 win. Good games to Rory. I hope he enjoyed it. I'm going to message him after this and give him some tips and maybe help him out if he does want any. But he might not want any anyway. He might just be like, he might be happy with what he's done and what he's performed. But yeah, that'll be it. Peace, guys.